have to provide an ID if I didn't commit a crime.
So
they're banning you from the property.
What crime did I commit? What crime did I commit?
Commit a crime,
but you just asked for my ID. I didn't commit.
Trespassing you. That's why you're.
I just said I'm leaving.
They're trespassing.
I just said I'm leaving.
Yeah, but they're banning you from coming back here. So they.
Okay, so I'm leaving. No, I don't.
They need to know your name.
I don't have an ID. I don't have an ID.
Okay, that's fine. What is your first name?
I don't have to give that if I didn't commit a crime. What crime did I commit? I'm recording for my safety.
Hence why we out here.
What's disorderly conduct?
That's the call. We came out here for disorderly
conduct. Right, because I was trying to get a refund for my money.
He explained to you weren't getting the money today because of the fact that nobody there can help you.
Right, so what crime was committed?
They want to ban you.
I'm saying what crime was committed though?
There's no crime being committed.
Right, so I don't have to provide for ID. Can I speak to the supervisor?
For what?
I know the law. Can I speak to the supervisor? You're asking for an ID when no crime was committed. That's not the law. Policy isn't law. So.
You know our policy?
I know their policy. And I said I got off the property, so why do you need my ID? I'm about to go over there. Sidewalk isn't property. That's public property.
They don't want you to come back.
Okay, so I'll leave.
So you have to have ID.
I don't have to give an ID. Can I speak to the supervisor?
She's on the roof.
Okay, so I'm going over here. So I don't have to give you an ID. This is not LA Fitness property. No, I don't. Because no crime was committed.
From the very first second of this encounter, you can already feel the tension bubbling beneath the surface. What should have been a simple customer refund dispute quickly spirals into a full-blown legal showdown as officers show up demanding ID, issuing orders, and escalating a situation that never needed their heavy-handed involvement. And here's the kicker. None of them can actually articulate what crime, if any, has been committed. Yet the intimidation starts instantly. Commands to identify yourself, vague accusations of disorderly conduct, and a push to turn a civil disagreement into a police matter. This case shines a bright spotlight on a growing issue. Officers using policy and procedure as if they override the law, especially when dealing with citizens who actually know their rights. Today, you're going to see how confidence, calmness, and a camera can completely flip the script when officers overstep. Watch closely, because the contradictions and confusion from the responding officers get worse by the minute. And trust me, one thing becomes very clear. When civilians stand their ground and demand accountability, everything changes. Stay tuned. This one gets messy fast.
No crime was committed.
Stop walking away from me.
That's not a crime. What do you...
All right. So
what crime... I'm asking you a question. What crime was committed?
It doesn't have to be a crime committed. If
I don't feel safe. You're coming too close. I don't feel safe.
Fine. All right. So, literally, you give us your name?
I don't have a name. I don't have an ID. I don't have to give ID. No crime was committed.
So that's why we're out. We're here to investigate.
I'm not on the property anymore. No crime was committed.
What's the issue with just giving us?
I'm not giving you no ID.
We just give it to them.
I'm not giving you no ID. So I want to speak to the supervisor. I don't feel safe.
He's on his way here. I don't know where you're walking to.
This is not the LA Fitness property.
All right, we can stand right here then. That's fine.
So what crime was committed?
I don't. It's just.
I will tell you my name if you give me what crime was committed.
So we got. All right, I'll just explain to you why we're here in the first place. Okay. So we got a call for disorderly conduct.
How was that disorderly conduct if I was trying to get my refund? Because I asked nice. I said, "Sir, can I get my refund?" I came to LA Fitness. I was charged twice.
Okay, but so you would just take that up in civil court if you're trying to get your money.
I'm not. No crime was committed.
I mean.
Okay. I don't feel safe, so I want to speak to the supervisor.
You're fine.
You just threatened with an arrest. He just threatened with arrest.
If you fail to ID yourself, that's an arrest.
That's not an arrest.
If we can't ID you, that's
not. How was that an arrest? What crime was committed?
So, if you were refusing to leave,
I didn't refuse to leave. I just left.
Okay, but that's after they asked you several times, right?
I just left the property. I just left. What crime was committed?
So you went in there for 15, 20 minutes and they're telling you to leave and you just...
Because I was trying to explain to you guys how I was trying to get my refund. I was trying to wait for y'all. What crime was committed?
Okay, so we show up 20 minutes after the call had came out. He was already asking me to leave at that point.
I was trying to wait for y'all. I was trying to wait for y'all. So I don't have no ID. I don't know. I want to speak to the supervisor. So
Yeah, supervisor.
okay. So I'm recording for my safety. I know the law.
And here we hit the classic turning point, the infamous ID request. Notice how quickly the officer moves from asking questions to demanding compliance, even though he still hasn't identified a crime. This is where many people get tripped up, because the officer's tone implies authority. People assume the demand is legally valid. But the law doesn't operate on tone or confidence. It operates on facts. And the fact here is simple. No crime equals no obligation to ID. The officer tries to backdoor the demand by claiming a trespass, but even that falls apart because the subject is already leaving. Watch how the citizen immediately recognizes the tactic and refuses to be bullied into surrendering his rights. This is exactly why knowing the law is your strongest form of defense.
No crime was committed. So I'm on public property. This is Chick-fil-A. That's LA Fitness. Which one is the supervisor?
The little one in the back.
She's the supervisor?
Yep.
Not him?
Nope.
I get both of you guys' name and badge number, please.
Sure, I'm Sergeant Ringler, 1728.
Sergeant Rayler, 1728.
Ringler.
Ringler, 1728, just for my safety.
Yep, okay.
And what is your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Fennelly. 2554 is my badge number.
I appreciate it.
What's your name?
I don't have to give that because no crime was committed. I know the law. I was trying to be polite to them. No crime was committed, so you can call me a good citizen. No crime was committed. I told him that I was trying to get a refund from the guy at the front desk.
Okay.
LA Fitness charged me twice.
Okay.
So they've been bugging me saying, oh, you haven't paid. I paid. They charged me twice.
Okay.
So when I went in today, I said, hey, I called earlier this morning. And he said, yeah, you can get your refund when you come in. So I came in, he had an attitude. He said, no, you can't get no refund, there's no manager here. So I said, okay, I'm gonna leave. So he called the police. I said, what you calling the police for? I'm just trying to get a refund. So that's what happened. So I don't think no crime was committed. I didn't make a threat.
Well, they have his...
I asked him if he scanned or anything. He said no.
What threat did I commit? What crime? What threat?
They
What crime
don't
did I
want you
commit?
anymore because you're acting disorderly inside.
How is it disorderly?
Are you causing a scene?
I'm not. I'm on public property. I left the property because for some reason this officer right here said it's a crime to be disorderly. I wasn't being disorderly. I just said, sir, can I get my refund at the guy that worked in there?
Okay.
So I have.
Kind of short circuit.
Here come the verbal gymnastics. The officer now pivots from disorderly conduct to trespassing, trying to justify the ID demand after the fact. But listen carefully. He admits the subject is already off the property, which completely destroys the trespass claim. This is a common police tactic. Throw out a buzzword like trespassing without explaining the legal requirements behind it, hoping it scares people into immediate obedience. But trespassing requires refusal to leave after being asked. This man left. He complied. Yet the officers are still pushing for personal information that has nothing to do with resolving the situation. This moment exposes how often officers rely on citizen ignorance rather than actual law.
Things a little bit when we got here.
Yeah, I understand. I just got to record everything
for
too.
names and badges. I just want to let you know you're being recorded as well.
Right.
We were body cam.
But a citizen doesn't have to provide them, so
I'm just letting you know you're being recorded.
Okay, yeah, you guys have body cams. I see. Sometimes you cops don't. Some cops aren't good cops. They don't turn their body cam on, so I don't know. So
It's not the case.
I just don't know what crime I committed. So what did he say? He said I made a threat. What did he say?
He said he wants you banned from the property. So
what crime did I do?
they don't have to. You don't have to commit a crime for them to ban you from anywhere. They don't want you there. They don't want you there.
Okay, I told him I'm leaving. When you guys came, I left. I'm over here now.
Be put on a list that you're banned. It's that way. If you come back as trespassing, you'll be arrested.
I'm not going back. So
Okay. You have your car here?
I don't.
How are you getting home today?
I don't know.
How did you get here today?
I don't know. I don't answer questions.
I'll go talk to them.
I'll come with you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel safe. So I don't feel safe, so I record for my safety. Seen a lot of guys that don't record and things bad happen. So it took really 4 officers just for this call?
We wanted a supervisor, and the rest of us didn't have anything to do, so.
Did you call somebody else?
You got 321? You guys call 321?
It wasn't you guys, it was somebody else.
You're free to go.
Free to go? Yep, appreciate
Please
it.
don't go back in there.
Yeah.
You've been banned, so if you're back there tonight, you will be
Okay, but this is public property. If I was over there, that's all LA Fitness.
Yeah,
But this isn't LA Fitness.
LA Fitness's property. We will charge you.
Yeah. So I can stay here all day. Because this is not a crime.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. All right, you guys take care.
I didn't catch what it was.
The officer's body language shifts here, closing the distance, asserting dominance, and trying to use proximity as intimidation. And the citizen responds exactly how he should, by reminding them he's recording. That single line, "I'm recording for my safety," is more powerful than most people realize. Cameras stop lies. Cameras stop false narratives. Cameras expose contradictions. And officers know it. That's why you'll often see a sudden shift in tone when a citizen asserts they're filming. Notice how the officer tries to force compliance by framing ID refusal as a safety issue, but never explains whose safety is at risk. This is policing through pressure, not through law.